Making sure that my notes make sense, and I think that they do. I had to go. It's hard because I record all of my video, so there's something to to be showing in the video when that time comes. But then I also have to write down notes as I go. So I'm just pausing and stopping and starting and then just putting in little bullets, and then I have to turn it into a whole paragraph. Oh, goodness me. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Indie Book Club here at VGU.TV. My name is Graydon Webb. I'm joined, as always, by the illustrious Alan Muir. How are you this fine evening?
I'm doing how we're all doing, and that is overwhelmed.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty standard for the day to day.
Remember when you could just be bored and that would be technically considered an activity?
That was nice. Yeah, when you could just do nothing and not feel like you're.
Not sure why, but that whole activity just takes me right back to 2002,
Yeah.
watching The New Guy.
There'll be certain shows and certain games that just remind me of a time that I don't know. I don't want to think it's just nostalgia for being young. I genuinely think it was a different world as well. Like, I don't know. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but just certain
G4
things, certain
G4
memories.
existed at that time.
Yeah, G4
It had just started.
existed. I definitely was thinking about G4 a lot when I was playing Epic Mickey recently. Because it just I remember the coverage that they did of that game vividly. And yeah, that's kind of the all-encompassing time of just those were the days.
Yeah, and
But
now I'm back to those days because of a certain thing I'll tell you off air.
oh, well,
Some
I'm
some stuff happened on Reddit
oh
and
boy.
YouTube also.
Well, I hope that
But
it's a
we are not
positive
here
that
to
you're
we are not here to discuss G4, even though I brought it up to begin with. We are here to discuss Bastion.
we are. We are on week 3 of Bastion. We're nearing the final curve here. When I tried to divide this game into parts, I thought it was going to be like 4 hours, and now looking at the let's play that I've kind of compared it to, it looks like it might be an hour and a half for the next part. So, but that also could be different endings. I would have to double check what that is because we do know this game has some kind of different ending system, which I'm very excited to see. But for right now, we have just trucked along through another hour or so of the game, and we're still looking for shards. Where we left off last time, the Bastion had been taken over by Zulf, or destroyed by Zulf in his wake as he left, and now we are
Seemingly
going
driven
and
mad.
yeah, and now we have to find these shards and rebuild the Bastion by upgrading a lot of our different shops and things. And yeah, I mean, I continue to be liking it. Are you? I mean, you were recently talking about it on BlueSky about how the
Oh yeah,
music
about
of it.
yeah, I was because I've also been playing I kind of got back into Hades on Steam Deck,
Okay,
which I don't understand how it took me this long to get to Hades on specifically Steam Deck because it just plays so well on there. To like not like to the point where I'm thinking about like once we're done with Bastion, um, I'm probably gonna try Transistor. But I was
nice.
talking, or I saw that basically Neil Rivera on Blue Sky at the young Neil. mentioned that Darren Korb deserves major flowers for the Hades 2 soundtrack, and I was like, yeah. I mentioned, like currently doing a playthrough for Bastion for this show, and Zaya's theme has burned itself into my brain, which it has. And it's not even just the whole song; it's literally just the strumming of the guitar,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's that, and Zaya's not even her singing the verses, just singing singing the tune.
Yeah, just the harp, the vocalizing the little tune.
Yeah, and yeah, I basically said that. I basically just, or I said that no matter what Supergiant has made, they have not dipped in the line of quality they have set, which which I stand by. And if anything, it's a sure, whatever kind of take. But then again, that's just me.
Well, uh, I think I made a note of it about this part that I like the music. Um, there's some moments where it really kicks in, and yeah, overall this whole soundtrack is pretty crazy. Speaking of Hades, though, I've played the majority of Supergiant games. At this point, I think the only one I haven't played is Hades, and I recently tried out the Lost and Random sequel, The Eternal Die, and apparently it's very similar to Hades. And if that is so, I don't think I will ever play Hades. Like I'm saying it here.
You should for one reason, if not
Why?
if anything, because like the game can a lot of people consider beating the game like fully technically completing the game, doing about 10 winning runs of the game,
Yeah,
because there's so much to it is very dense in a good way.
that
Like there's just
sounds.
there's so much material there to experience and do and all that. And also, I'm not the first person to say this. I'm not the last person to say this. The characters in Hades and Hades 2, I don't know who the art director, like who was in charge of art for those games. They saying that they understood the assignment is the biggest understatement of all time.
I have heard it's a very goony game.
So many people are, so many people that a VTuber I watch, recently he tried the game, or he started tried the game, and basically was overwhelmed when he ran into Achilles, to Nyx, to Meg, and especially when, and also Zagreus himself, and it kind of it makes me a little angry, or it makes me angry towards games that are in similar kind of like settings and themes that don't take advantage of making the gods, like the god, or like the mythical legendary characters, look like have the look and appeal of something that is beyond comprehension, since that's that's the whole thing of that specific pantheon of gods.
Hmm. Well, I have heard good
And
things.
also,
Yes.
sorry to cut you off. Um, uh, the actor who is the narrator of Bastion is also in Hades, and Hades 2. Just about every Supergiant game.
Oh yeah, because he's the sword and transistor too.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned that he was in is that, I think was part the first part we did of this on Bastion. So,
Well,
but go ahead with what you're saying.
no, yeah, no, I definitely appreciate Hades for what it is, and I hear that, it's one of the greatest indie games, one of those great indie games that everyone loves, but I just think that now that I have like officially tried a roguelike, which I had done before with I think it's called RoboQuest. I had played a bit with DJ and did not enjoy it. I like the gameplay, but I cannot state enough how much I hate the gameplay hook of starting over again and then doing it again. Like you telling me that the perfect way to play Hades is to beat it 10 times sounds like a nightmare that I
Yeah.
I will never wrap my head around why someone would want to do that with a game to replay the same game. And I know everyone will tell me it's not the same game. I'm sorry. I see it as it is. It's literally and doing like especially with the lost at random, like you had your procedurally generated areas, you're going to area to area to area clearing it out, and oh maybe this time you bump into this person, and maybe this time you do your upgrades a little different. But to me that is the exact same game. And when I end up getting to like a boss fight and then the whole locale changes, and then I die there and then I have to go back and do that boss fight again, that's not fun for me. That is not a fun video game. That is torture to me. So to
The thing
anyone
is,
who enjoys a roguelike, I respect you, but I will never.
I had a similar type of experience with, of all things, trying to remember that it was the second Tron game, that the most recent Tron game.
Oh, Catalyst?
Yeah, like
Okay.
because that since that game utilizes a time loop as like the main core of the
Oh,
game.
yes.
And when I was playing it, I was like, I was at first I was very against it, and I have not gone back to it uh since initially buying it. But my God, is it something else?
Huh. I guess I didn't
And
think about that one.
yeah, it's actually the one of the rare times where like every game I've played in the past that has been a time loop game, or at least had that at the like that at kind of at the game's core, I have immediately like just been just nope, 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 and gotten the f out of there. But but with but with this take, but with the take on like the Sean Catalyst take, I feel stupid for not giving more of these games a shot.
I get that.
I mean, I'm glad I didn't play 12 minutes.
Well, that's the thing. You got me thinking that
Because
12
yeah,
minutes is kind of
yeah.
similar.
Uh, I've only and no, I've only a lot of people ended up feeling the way that you guys did, like
Oh
you,
yeah.
Josh, and Emmett.
Oh, no one looks back fondly on 12 minutes. But that being said, I feel like that's a much better use of your time to me. I can take a 12-minute time loop. I can even like one of the first games. Have you ever played that game Minute? That's like it's like top
Um,
down kind of Zelda looking, but very it's black and white. And it's like
I
minute
don't think
long runs.
I don't think I played it, but I definitely know of it
Okay. I remember trying that a while ago.
From Losaro Games, from something from relating to that, all like 6 years ago.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was like my first time with something like that, I guess. And um I that was fine. Like that's a much shorter thing. But then I remember playing like Rogue Legacy back in the day. I played what's the other one I tried? I just had it. Rogue Legacy and Enter the Gungeon. And I was just like, this is not it. Like,
Oh,
I just like playing a
that's a time
game.
loop game.
No, they're roguelikes.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And it's just like, I don't like playing, like doing a run and then starting again. I hate it. But I digress. I respect it. and I think you should continue with Hades.
And
And perhaps,
if anything, roguelikes are, again, this is my own personal opinion. They're the modern formula of what arcade gaming was in the 80s. Like each run of whichever game, like whichever modern game, like back then the equivalent would have been, or the modern equivalent of going through and restarting the run, simply just putting the quarter on whatever you're playing it on.
yeah, I would agree with that though. Like you just go in, you spend your quarters for however long you want to play it, and then every time it's going to be a different game, but you're basically starting fresh every time. I believe that. You know,
Yeah,
like
and
Pac-Man or whatever.
to quote Scott Bromley, I, I it just felt really weird saying that.
This could go many ways.
No, it ties back to one of the few. I can't remember if there was an episode of the debriefings, or yeah, it was the debriefings, because it was when Pac-Man CDX came out, and how that was like Scott Bromley's game of the year when that came out,
Mhm.
and like I got pretty high, like I got pretty like I was in like the top, or I was not in the top like 100. I was in the top like, I don't remember the exact, but it was a pretty, to me it was pretty good for what I was able to do at the time. But the main takeaway from that, from what I'm about from what I mentioned, was simply taking the quarter, like instead of losing a entire night with a roguelike, simply taking a set amount of quarters, which is basically what Scott Bromley did, how he described, or how he played or went
Mhm.
through Pac-Man Championship Edition DX. After each death, he basically put a quarter on the TV or near the TV, and once he was out of quarters, he stopped playing the game. Like, he turned the game off.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, and I wished like that type of, like, not necessarily brain hack, but brain trickery. That is like, unironically, a really good. That is really, like, that's something that should be done more.
Yeah, because that's smart, especially when you're comparing like roguelites to these arcade games. I mean, you have a game that I was following. I was falling into it with the Lost and Random thing where I was like, oh, I'll try a different one. Like, I'll jump back in. I'll try it again. I'll see how it goes. And like, I can see if you're really dedicated to that style of game, you're gonna just sit there forever, and you're not gonna realize how many times you've done this over and over again. So that's actually really smart to keep
Yeah, and
yourself
also
from
this
just
is
doing it forever. You could even do that with like online games and just like multiplayer matches so that you're not sitting there for hours.
yeah, like the way that, like, that, I mean, yeah, it's like, you can challenge, you could say that that's, oh, that's more of a self challenge, like a Nuzlocke. But hey, if it helps, like, curb the amount of time you're spending with a certain game that you maybe shouldn't be putting too much time into, and I'm not one to listen to, because I bought Hades, or both Hades and Hades 2, when they were still in early, like when they just hit early access each time, and I only just now got to Hades 1. And when I say Hades 1, I mean Hades 1 when it was on Epic,
Hmm.
and I'm talking about the Steam version.
Jeez.
Yeah, let's talk Bastion. Let's talk about, no, I really mean this. I I I have really really angry feelings towards the ankle gators.
Okay. But they're just the thwomps of Bastion, basically.
I died so many times to them.
The beasts of the wild came down from the mountains. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's dive into Bastion, a game that is not a roguelike, though it kind of has some elements in like the upgrade system, but I don't know. I really like this game's upgrade system. Like, oh, okay, you have enough what are they, spirits or whatever they're called to like upgrade. You have enough ones, but then you can unlock a next tier, but you can only pick one of the two upgrades. And that was even seen in the Lost and Random. I hate to keep bringing it up, but that roguelike had a similar thing where it's like, hey, you can either choose one of these two things for your run, and it kind of keeps me also the ability to just keep swapping around the system of weapons that you have keeps the game refreshing.
I've yet to play Lost in Random because I have no idea what that is.
Lost at Random 1 is a phenomenal game that you should absolutely play.
The only two groups of people know that like you, Emmett, Josh, and aside from you guys, it's like mainly only two groups of people know how I am with games I have never heard of or I've not heard of or how I treat them. It's really you guys and my family, my close family, who know that if I know nothing about a certain subject or a game, I won't look into it. Like I have to be turned on to said thing.
So I should
And
find like a video essay.
you say that, but I've every every game I get into, I eventually just search insert game here, video essay.
I don't know, honestly, if I've ever seen someone really talk about it online, but
The amount of hours I've spent watching Pokemon video essays, like videos that are like an exhaustively long Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire video essay or video review that was like 7 hours.
Well, I'll send this to you. So I just was Googling things, and maybe if you look at it, you'll get turned on to the art style or something of it, because it's
Okay,
brilliant.
I'm in.
It's brilliant, but the second game, like, it should not have gone the way that it was in terms of structure. I understand that it's probably extremely hard to make that first game, but they're currently, I think that team made, it's called the Eternal Walk or something, the Fire Walk. It was a
The
PSVR
Eternal
game.
Cylinder?
No, it was a new game this year. Lost in Random PSVR game. The Midnight Walk.
Okay, let's say because yeah, you say Firewalk, I think Firewatch. I say
Yes, it's
Firewatch,
not.
I then think of Fire Break.
Oh my god. Very different.
Yeah,
Lost in Random $4.50 right now on Steam. You should totally just go and buy it.
I should.
But we should dive in to this episode. So
Yeah, I feel bad now because I feel because we can't get on we can't consistently talk about Bastion. I keep bringing up other stuff.
it's good though, because these ones have kind of run shorter, so like we're not going crazy. I think our other two were like an hour. But this one I didn't have a lot of notes on. Like I'm really just gonna read the synopsis and just kind of ask how you thought about it. But
Yeah, because it was
yeah,
more of like the
very straightforward.
the first yeah like the beginning and end part of this part of at least that you earmarked. Yeah, it was really more of just continuing. Like if anything, it felt more like like more attached to the second part rather than being its own thing. But then again, games
Right.
aren't. then again, a lot of games aren't really like that.
Yeah, it kind of feels like we took a three act game. This was the second act, episodes 2 and 3. So like we could have had some heftier episodes and just done this in 3, but well, I mean, we're going to mention some new upgrades, we're going to mention some new story progress. So let us begin. So from where we left off, and I'm going to read this like just verbatim how I wrote it. It's it's not super, like, this is just how my thoughts went. The kid travels to the Rothis Lagoon searching for ankle gators. If I'm correct, they're these big balls that jump and slam, forcing the player to dodge and attack them from behind. Oh, I was so wrong. Queen Anne has arrived and she is huge. So that was me realizing that
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that she was the ankle gator, but she's like a
No.
queen of ankle
Yeah.
gators.
Yeah,
And
'cause I literally have in my notes, just Queen Anne is the worst.
yeah, she has her own way of so it's weird. The ankle gators thrive in like this tall grass, and when you go into the grass or wherever she is hanging around, she kind of hits you with this unicorn attack, like just this big spike coming out of the ground. And so there's a lot of dodging, a lot of running away. But the base ankle gators, like we said, are these, like, they're like thwomps. They jump up in the
Yeah.
air and then they slam down. Actually, less like a thwomp and more like Mario doing a ground pound.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they literally
more
do
kind of
the
that.
they
And
do
you
the
can only
flip.
and you can literally you have to wait for them to try to execute an attack, roll underneath behind, like, under them, and then hit them in the back.
Now, how quickly did you learn that? Because I pretty much, as soon as I saw them, I was like, this is the plan of attack. But did it take you? Did you like die?
Um, I had more trouble with Queen Anne than I had with any of than the collective ankle gators I was in combat with.
Okay.
But that I this portion that I played was the one that has given me the most, like, uh game overs, or not technically, not really game over, because I still have, like, it gives you the three lives option.
Hmm.
And I was just, I almost, at a certain point, I almost had a little bit of an existential crisis. Like, I'm good at games. I'm not. I think I'm bad at games, but I know I'm good at games.
Well, I actually, one of my like two personal notes that I had written down were, it's hard to leave this game and jump back in. I do feel it
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
harder.
yeah, yeah. It
I
literally
died.
is like, oh, you just came back after like a month or so. Boom! I just hit you in the I just hit you in the face with a glove.
Yeah, but when these go up, they're honestly, I think, gonna be like weekly because we banked them. But we have played this game over like the course of the summer, the
Yeah.
beginning of this. We started it in like March, and it's currently September, so it's been difficult to just keep going back. And I know, yes, it's a 4-hour game. Why have we waited that long? But it's been a summer, and
Why? Because it's America and it's 2025.
exactly,
That should answer itself.
get off our backs. Um, but
And
it
also,
is.
ironically, this made because of how off-putting, like, or how jarring this it is, like, coming back to this game. At a certain point, I almost went back to. I almost, like, I was tempted to reschedule the recording and go play
Mhm.
more Machina, because I don't know if you saw my post on BlueSky, but they
Yes,
outdid themselves. The developers outdid themselves. I think it was possible.
that's awesome that it's, that it
It
worked, that it
feels,
worked
yeah,
out.
yeah, like, yeah, like, I'm gonna be fighting for that game for game of the year.
For actual game of the year?
Oh, not game of the year, because, well, maybe. I'm still, like, I'm still very early in.
Damn.
because like I know this is I start tangents. I'm sorry. It's part of the ADHD. The Kirby, not Kirby Star Allies, the Kirby Yarn game,
Epic Yarn.
Kirby's Epic Yarn, yeah. Machina feels more like that game feels like what Nintendo was going for.
Damn. That's glowing praise.
Yeah, and I'm saying this as someone who owns multiple copies of Kirby's Epic Yarn, and ironic. Actually, it was. I had like there was a moment playing the game where I felt like, I'm noticing some similar similar stuff to, or I'm noticing that I'm having more fun with this than a certain part in Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Huh.
And the thing is, I'm saying you need to play the game because you need to play that game because it is so charming, and I can glaze that game so long. Like I can just praise that game to the heavens. I actually know what. I think I gotta change add something to the game of the year stuff.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, I will definitely check that one out because that I was interested in that since you back when you praised Jutaro. So I'm glad that that's working out. I completely forget why we got on that.
Oh, because of how jarring it is coming back to this game after coming back to Bastion after time away from it when it's not like when you're not like trying to beat it in one sitting.
Yes. Not to mention the fact that like Bastion's kind of the only reason that I turn on my PS4 these days. Like, not that I haven't played a PS4 game in forever, but I've been like primarily Xboxing. That's my place, and then
That's
like,
ironic because I've been doing I've been doing the opposite. I've not turned on my Xbox. I've mainly kept everything between Switch to PS5 and PC, and obviously Steam Deck, but more Steam Deck than PC.
Yeah, as I've stated, I'm not proud of it, but it is my box that I spent I don't know $500 on, and I'm not in a position to be able to just up and not use it. What is it now? It's like $700, I think, with the price raises they just did. Yeah, Series X is like $700 now.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Costs, and the Series S, like the base level, costs like $400.
Yeah, so that'll price you out in your protest, which is helpful. But
yeah,
yeah,
honestly, I don't understand how they're getting away with any of this.
Yeah, it just keeps getting worse. But yeah, so going back to using like a PS4 controller, it's jarring, and then trying to remember how the controls work. And every time that we've restarted, like for the next episode, I have used like a health potion and a support potion unintentionally.
Like, yeah,
because I'm just like, what are these buttons?
Yeah, like when I because I was because when I tried to get to where I was at before starting today on PC, I had that, but I had just about the same exact thing because I was so used to using my PC controller, which is my original Series X controller, and then I then switched to my PS5 to play it using my DualSense, and it just felt wrong.
This all feels wrong. Yeah, it's so it's a learning curve, but yeah, I guess, and that all that to say that I died for the first time, and I didn't even know about like the chances that you get to come back, but now I understand. Like by the end of this episode, I was like, I need to really kind of start maxing my upgrades to the point of, a final boss. And so I was like, I'm locking in with the hammer, with the dueling pistols. I'm just going to upgrade those as best as I can. But also, like, the leveling up, we talked about it before, but the leveling up system in this game is really mid. Like, I'm only on, I think it goes up to like level 12 for slots of the potions, and I'm only at like level 5. Like, I can't level up in this game to save my soul. So one of the potions I have equipped is like an extra chance. And that's how, once I died, I found that I'm like, oh, now I have like 2 chances or something. So I feel good going into the finale, but it's still like it caught me by surprise when I died, because I was not expecting it to be getting harder, I guess.
So it's funny you say that. The during the whole fight with Queen Anne,
Hmm.
I did not have a game like I did not have one of the like basically what you experienced. And we forgot to mention that uh in this portion of the game, you get obviously you're getting weapons as the game goes on. Um, during it was the I think pretty sure it was the fight with Queen Anne and like that at that area where we get um the pike.
Yes, that's in that level.
And yeah, the amount of times that like I felt so happy getting that weapon, ironically, because I've been playing a lot. I've been playing a lot of Hollow Knight,
Hmm.
and that is that's the closest thing I can equate to the two games. Like that's the only thing I could like connect them with. And yeah, the amount of times the amount of times that I saw was that I had run out, like I was on zero of both potions and health, like or help both support potions and or basically just like the health potions and the secondary ones,
Hmm.
like the support ones. Yeah, it was almost constant throughout the entire time. And I say this as someone who, when I initially did my playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn, I did not upgrade a single thing.
Really?
Really, I had no idea I could. So
When you played Horizon, you were basically playing like vanilla Horizon?
yeah.
That's insane. And you beat it?
I realized that I could have a lot of time could have. I realized later on after the fact that I could have done. I could have saved a lot of time. Yeah.
I feel like that might be a testament to the easiness of it. Like,
No, I was playing it. No, I was not playing it. I was playing it on I think story or I was playing it's another the first or second like as other story mode or
mhm.
easy. It was one of those two. It was not I was not playing on normal or hard or anything like that.
Okay, so that kind of helped you.
Yeah, ironically, I'm actually itching to go back to try or not try to go back and play through Forbidden West.
I got that last Christmas and I've yet to open it, but I had said screw
It's
it,
so good. So good.
I'm finally going to play it um even though I don't have a PS5, because it's it's available to me here, and I just want to play it. So I will be getting to it. Um
After
after
Bastion.
after Bastion. So where was I? Oh yes, so we can encounter the Queen Anne, which I think is like a boat, the Queen Anne. Um, I wrote, thankfully, we have a new weapon, the Brusher's Pike. This is a medium range spear that's throwable, and just like that, the music has kicked in and the fighting begins. I forgot I was writing it like verbatim. Um, my my thought with these levels is like every single one of them now we're getting a new weapon, and it seems like the weapons.
Multiple new weapons because we also got the like during at least this part of the game got the like the right
The
I'm
army
trying to
gun.
remember. Yeah, like the repeater or
Yeah.
the repeater rifle.
So the next level we get the army rifle, and then the next one we get the bellows, and like I'll talk about it when we get there. But
Actually,
but
I
yeah,
I feel terrible to say this, but I had like a certain like had like it was the music from, or not the music. It was Prometheus.
okay,
When I was using the flamethrower, I basically had the Guy Pearce's like whole like TED talk from 2023, even though it was like it's 2012, 2011, 2012 at the time. And it was just him like it was him just like basically doing a TED talk about Prometheus, about the like how Prometheus brought the Earth, or brought humans the first piece of technology, fire, and then just running up from then to 2020 to the 2023 of the Alien universe, which I'm not even sure if that's canon, if that movie's canon anymore.
I think it is because yeah, Prometheus.
Yeah, yeah, because no, because
Because doesn't it
there's
have that
like
whole thing about like engineers, but then Romulus
the Black
had
Goo.
Romulus had like engineer stuff with the baby at the
Romulus.
end.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a very messed up series.
Yeah, but the whole thing, that just like that I was not enjoying. Like this is actually like one of the rare times I'm actually I'm not going to play as a game that we're playing for content. It was simply it just felt like everything was, you know what I mean, of it's the uh Donald Glover walking into the room with the pizza, everything's on
Yeah.
fire. It felt like that the entire time. And I'm using this to describe both the Queen Anne boss fight
Oh my god.
and the entire sequence with I think it was the no, it's not the Forge. The
Oh, the
I
cauldron.
think the no, not the Cauldron. I think it was like it's the equivalent of like a railway.
Oh yeah, the Great Rail.
Yeah,
Yes.
where you have to keep at a certain point. You have to just have to just book it and go, and
Yes.
just not stop for anything. If you stop, you're dead.
There was a lot of those straightaways, which is kind of like the beginning of the game you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, yeah, like it does like it's like poetry, it rhymes,
It is.
but I need some respite.
Okay. Well,
Like,
that's the
cause
whole point of the Bastion itself, is to have
I
your
know,
rest.
um, like, like I feel I know, like again, this is just another simile. I'm expecting, I expected there to be more peaks and valleys, where it's like simply going, like just basically like in like like the image of an audio wave.
No, I get what you mean. Like there's too much action.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Because that bit where I mean the game kind of starts off strong with not
yeah, but that
having crazy action, like the part with
yeah,
the girl singing like you were talking about, and like you had
yeah,
those levels
that
you can kind of wander through and just kind of explore the storytelling.
yeah, and then later on with, like, I get that the Bastion is supposed to be the whole point of the game is that the Bastion is the only safe space, the only safe area in this entire world, or so you believe. But and I honestly I'm confident in that it's more of a me thing, that like it's a legitimate like skill issue thing, because like when I first when I first like when I think I was like I literally went through I didn't I have not I've not upgraded certain things. So like the boss fight with Queen Anne with Queen Anne, I was getting like I was not recognizing patterns. I was not like being patient, like just letting. I was not getting I was not getting certain timing right.
Hmm.
Like the amount of times I'm trying to remember. There was a specific game. I was thinking it was either I want to say it was more like it was the equivalent of like the game over screen. I think Hubert,
Okay.
where it felt really weird. Also, where like you get hit by Queen Anne, get launched into the air, and then land back down. I was getting frustrated, and I was like,
Hmm.
and then like the stuff with, or actually, I didn't think of this. Each enemy, each of the common enemy types, and this is literally like I didn't think of this till now. Each enemy type, you end up um having like harboring a version of back at the Bastion.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that. I did have some kind of note about that later on, but
Yeah, because
yes.
like the ankle gators, the pecker, which I'm just gonna leave it at that because it's more awkward that way, and I'll leave it at that.
I
Um,
hate it. I hate that so much.
yeah, I forgot what the I honestly cannot remember what the first like the first one, like the one that hangs
Oh,
that
the
is like
squirt.
right this. Uh,
Yep.
I can't take this game seriously.
Squirts and peckers.
Squirts and peckers and ankle gators. Come on around.
We got them all. Come on in. But yeah,
Right next to the Cabela's.
another little thing about the enemies is like these new weapons that you get, like they're kind of they're used for the level at hand. Like the spear's arguably the best weapon for the level you get it in. And the bellows
Yeah.
the same thing. Like you're burning everything down. It's just you're getting overwhelmed with large groups of enemies and you're making that breakaway. Like it's the best. But I keep finding myself going back to the Bastion and changing back to the
Yeah, back to
pistols.
yeah.
Like
And
I'm like
and the thing is it's not anything like it's not a fault of the game. It's mainly the player just what the player feels comfortable using.
exactly. Yeah, like that's my loadout. This is a game that I want to feel like I'm progressing and, upgrading for something, but I do think that there are too many weapons. I mean, as of right now, I think there's still 2 slots at the forge or the
Yeah.
armory.
Yeah,
Like we're going to unlock
there
2
is.
more weapons, and by that time it's like, okay, so our final level will be like choose your weapon. Like I'm not I want to feel like I've upgraded a weapon through the whole game and have something to show for it. So I don't know. I hate to crap on the game too in a way, but that's
So it's funny you say that because every time I've updated every time like if an arsenal building is or structure is in a level, I will simply go in and change it, like go in and change my loadout, but simply just swap the two, like like have swap like have one like what's in the um what's on the first attack button be like I'll swap that with like basically swap it for just ease for the sake of my easiness or just or enough.
okay.
Yeah. And like the only support um like thing that I just can't I think I'm pretty sure I've done with the entire game has been the grenade.
Okay, like the first right trigger thing.
Um,
That's a support potion, right?
yeah, like the support, like where you just chuck a grenade at the at whatever enemy.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the first support like thing you unlock is with the pistols, like the spin attack or the spin twirl of bullets.
Okay. Well, I do remember getting the grenade, and that was helpful for like that's definitely one of the top ones I would go with. I think right now I'm using the little support like squirt that squirt lure or something. You can kind of
Yeah,
send him out.
yeah, and I feel bad because there's so many
Yeah.
like different little support items like those like the decoy.
Yeah, the decoy was cool, especially with those plants that like shoot at you. The decoy is really helpful.
uh
That was helpful with the ankle gaiters too, I felt.
and the funny thing, this is just not even like this is doesn't this like this contributes nothing to anything, but it's just more of a funny aside that happened. I had put like I on like the opposite, like right where the boss with Queen Anne is,
Mhm.
like where that whole fight is. There's that giant like I don't know if it's a log, giant one log like tree trunk or something,
Okay.
but where you can't cross it from one side onto the other. And I somehow was able to or when I was on the other side, I used a decoy, and when I got to the part to the other side when I was fighting Queen Anne, there was Queen Anne and one of those birds, like
Yeah.
the giant ones or the big ones, and it was the bird was locked onto the decoy. It couldn't attack the decoy because it couldn't get there. So I'm fighting Queen Anne and all that, and this bird is just trying to get somewhere it will never go or another it will never get to. And I just thought that is actually like I that's a okay, all right, game respect game moment.
It's kind of poetic.
Yeah, it's just I wish I it's one of those things where you just wish that or not even wish. It's just something that just it makes you laugh and not at the game, but it just makes you laugh. Full stop.
Full stop.
Because you're not expecting it to happen.
Right, right, right.
Because the game since the game obviously the game was released well over a decade ago or well over a decade and a half, I want to say.
Yeah. What was it?
And
2011?
I think so. It was around the time, somewhere between 2010,
Yeah.
2012.
2011. 10 out of 10 on Steam, huh?
I believe that.
Well, trying to remember. I feel like I was going to say one more thing about weapons, but we'll get there. I want to do a bit more reading here. So the kid makes it to the ankle gator lair and tries to take on Queen Anne. Now this is a part where it's going to change for you, I bet. But
Yeah.
after stealing the shard and her egg, he escapes to the Bastion. Now here's my second and then final other note that I had. You can just leave all the boss fights. I hadn't noticed this. Did you
I didn't
notice
notice that.
that?
No, I've done every boss fight I at that like every boss fight that's required at least. I didn't realize you could just simply just get like mosey on out.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either until and I don't know if it's true with the earlier boss fights, but it definitely was with the next ones because I stuck around for the next I guess there's only one more that we did today, um but yeah, with Queen Anne, there's like it opens up a jump pad to the Skyway and the narrator's like he let her go this time or something and it's like, well, I guess it's done. And then I ended up looking it up and you don't even really get anything from killing her. So I don't know if
There's
that's gonna.
mainly there's the narrator obviously does like a comment about something like a little quip about Queen Anne,
Okay,
like
when
finally
you
getting her due or something. But
gotcha.
I feel angry. I'm a little tilted right now.
Because you were just saying you put all your effort into that boss fight and you could have just left.
Yeah, I was trying to MLG that stuff.
Well, hey, consider it practice, I guess, because I don't know what to tell you otherwise. Yeah, kind of crazy that you can just get up and leave, but um,
Oh,
I don't think you'll
I
be able to
never.
do that with the final boss.
No. This is more of something that just it's technically connected to. It's more just something again. It's something I realized just now. The pike, like the way the weapon feels and attacks, like the way the attack works and all that.
Hmm.
There's an early game weapon in Hades, like the spear, that is more or less. And it's mainly the same thing. So I think I have a feeling that's why I stuck with that, because I felt like I was playing Hades for some reason.
Okay, felt like home.
Such a good game, and not because of all the hot people.
Yeah, that's just an added bonus.
The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf. Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him.
So, um, bup, 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 bup. After asking Zia about the egg, which you receive upon leaving that level, an ankle gator joins the party along with the squirt from before. I finally bought the spyglass at the store, and after showing it to Rux, it widened my field of view of the Bastion. I can now see the whole dang map. That was just an added thing. Have you done that yet?
I did not know I could do. I didn't know I could do that.
So it's been staring me in the face.
You were showing me up. I was just about every corner right now.
I'm the host. I gotta explore every nook and cranny of this game. So the store that's on offer, this is even before upgrading it with a shard. It had some mementos that you could purchase, and I was trying to save the currency because I wanted them for upgrades and such. But I thought there was more than one memento, but I couldn't find any right now except for the spyglass, which I know was there the whole time. So I was like, screw it, it's like 150. So I ended up buying it. And I brought it to Zia, and she didn't really have much for me. And then I brought it to Rux, and all of a sudden the whole map just like zooms out. And now
Okay,
it's
I have a
like,
question.
yeah,
How much currency do you have in game?
currently like 50 to 100 or something, like, because I pretty much try to buy an upgrade or something every time.
Okay, because I'll tell you how much I have currently as of as of when I stopped playing the game earlier, because you told me to stop at the point where I was at.
Yeah, I'm
Around
worried.
4,500.
You could be using them for upgrades.
Thing is,
Why?
because the game doesn't tell me doesn't tell me, like, it doesn't prioritize this shows look,
No.
like,
So
if
when you
anything,
get back to the Bastion, do you not do anything? Do you not go around to the stores?
yeah, I upgrade what I can. I've been upgrading certain weapons.
Okay.
Um, the main reason that I have the for some reason the weapon I really want to, like, upgrade the I don't know, I'm not sure if it's a sword or
The machete?
the machete. Yeah.
Okay, the
Um,
quick one.
yeah. It's apparently I'm missing something. So I think of all things, I might be a fake gamer.
Oh my gosh. Well, I will say that with the currency in this game, it's kind of, once you unlock the which we both have, the building that kind of gives you like um milestones to do, like get a certain amount of
Was it
kills with certain weapons.
the
The
like the
memorial or something.
yeah
The
yeah
shrine.
because yeah I yeah yeah one gives you like one is like challenges
Yeah,
and another is um
the stupid idol thing, which I don't even go there
it's more
anymore.
yeah it's more it's just like it's it's like the it's like the Halo the with the skulls.
Yes, exactly. Randomizers are very
Things things to make things more difficult for yourself or give yourself more of a challenge if you're having too much fun with the game. Or not having too
right,
much fun.
right.
Having if you're winning too much with the game.
Yeah, before they made a challenging game like Hades, this was back in my day. This is how you made a game hard. But honestly, I think that it kind of rewards you more with more currency if you go with that. But I find that the memorial with all those challenges gives you quite a good amount of currency. So perhaps that's how you've collected stuff. But honestly, go to the go to the upgrades, sink all of those points into like one weapon. You will change the game for yourself. Like, I just fully upgraded my hammer and I'm excited to go into the next level because it's like plus 70 damage, plus 70% damage, and I'm just gonna like lay waste.
I grab Thor's hammer, I stab at thee.
So I'm
Rest in
excited.
peace, Alan. Such a great movie.
All right, next going on here. The kid now travels to Point Lemaine, once Caelondia's wealthiest trading route. Since it was once locked down by the army, our protagonist receives the army carbine along the way. You need to hold down the shoot button to get a good aim with it, but the thing packs a powerful shot. Um, Real briefly, thoughts on this weapon? Did you use it for long?
Yeah, I used it longer than the slingshot or like the pistols or the pistol.
Okay.
I
I like that it
something
was strong, but I didn't love its aiming, like the method of using it.
so that was so I noticed so I actually I did upgrade that one like that that gun. Um the upgrades do kind of affect like there's like one that affects its power or like the amount of damage done and like the alternative is like one that like affects the spread. So I imagine at the end or when I go through for the final like the wrap up for this, I'm just gonna try to upgrade everything I can.
Okay. I guess that was what I was going to say earlier was like this game does kind of set you up for multiple plays. I mean, it's a 4-hour game, so a lot of people will just replay it and you could keep replaying it. I mean, speedrunners probably would get a lot of fun out of like trying uh different loadouts and just seeing how fast you can make it through. But I mean, for one run and being like, okay, 4 hours, there's my game. It does feel like they give you way too much content in terms of weapons and upgrades and things. And perhaps there is like a new game plus right after that, you can keep your upgrades, your levels and stuff. Because if I've got a level, if I've got level 5 or level 6 by the time the game ends and I can go up to level 12, I want to take this character that I've made into the game again. Maybe it gets a little harder or something, but yeah, just an interesting thought.
Yeah, I never thought that the PS that any non PC version of the game would be the best.
Well, why do you say that? Hold on, why?
Okay, so when I was playing when I was playing it earlier, like when I during my failed attempt to catch up to catch up to where I am or where I was at a certain point, I noticed that um there was a certain issue with the frame rate or not the frame rate with the screen. Like there was like and this is with VSync on,
Okay.
and I thought maybe this is one of those one of those games where I have to turn VSync off. Problem's gone, and when I did, problem was gone. Yet there was screen tearing.
No.
So yeah, I had to uninstall the game.
So you're saying that the PS4 version is more stable.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I stick with my consoles, man. Never have any problems there. Don't gotta worry about what kind of motherboards and video cards I got, because I know that my $500 gaming machine will treat me right. I'm so bitter. But anyway, moving on. The kid travels to Point Lemaine. We get the army carbine. The grand rails are activated, which is what you had said earlier. But where spices and alloys were once shipped along these lines, now only wallflowers and other dangers reside. Eventually, the kid grabs a shard, which triggers an escape route, but the road is littered with swamp weed, making for a dastardly run. So yeah, that's like it. It was like that beginning of the game stretch. Honestly, thinking back to the beginning of the game and after what I played today, it feels like a totally different game. but that like final run through and just like there was all like these stupid plants that emit gas clouds. Like it's annoying as hell.
Yeah, that like vision that mess up that like blur the script, like blur your vision.
Yeah, it's awful. I don't think they deal damage, but they make it worse.
Yeah, they just make it's just literally a quality of life thing where it's just like no, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Which at a certain point I simply did. I was simply just like, okay, I'll deal with it. And
I'll deal
I
with
was
it.
literally I was actively like going around like having my division fogged up. And
Just
I was like,
running through.
yeah, just use my flamethrower.
Yeah, so then after making his way through, he encounters a survivor that he thinks is Zulf. Unfortunately, they hit him and knock him out, leaving behind a sealed note for Zia. At the Bastion, the kid passes the letter on, and she is told to, quote, go east to learn the truth about Calamity, signed by Zulf himself. So this was kind of like the only story progression we really got in this play. And it was just kind of like Zulf now has followers that deliver messages, and it's kind of like attempting to pull Zia away from us, and I don't know, it all kind of adds up. It's all adding up into this big what's going to happen confrontation. Exactly. Should I go further, or did you want to say something about that?
I didn't really like barring like some reveal. It kind of lessened the impact of the calamity.
How so?
That there was another there was another survivor. Like it's like how it's like the current Star, it's like the trope with Star Wars, how Order 66 happened. Yet there are like hundreds of Jedi that are still around.
Okay.
Where it kind of takes this thing, this story beat or plot like beat, and if there's the kid, Zaya, Zulf, Rooks, and this fifth survivor, which
Are you like insinuating that it makes it feel like maybe not as many people died as we thought?
that's what I'm surmising. That I have a feeling that there's gonna be some reveal.
Gotcha. Huh.
Because and again, this is just me basing this theory off my brief playthrough of the beginning earlier today. a lot of the people like because Zaya and Zolf are the same. They're the same like group because there's like a two-sided like it's kind of like opposing like the kids group is was hostile or something towards Zaya and Zolf's.
Yes. Yeah, because there was the Brushers and there's these Ura people.
Yeah. What if it was a like a not mutually assured destruction, but what if it was like if the reason that he's or that Zolf is trying to get Zaya back, or at least Zaya to join him, and this other survivor is because the brushers did something that they had some hand in the calamity because
Ah.
all of the all the people in the beginning of the game when you like each person that is named by the narrator, and it's so far it's been mainly people who were the brushers, like that group or that faction, and not the Ura. I know,
Right.
like again, I know that because I mentioned in I think it was a loading screen that the Ura, um, like they're more like they live, I think underground, or like there's a certain like living difference, but that's just that's my idea of of where things are going.
Well, I do like that because I kind of have a theory too as my synopsis goes further, and uh yeah, it all kind of blends together. I like that. But I got quite a bit more here, so I'm just gonna kind of ramble off here. Um, Colford Cauldron is a volcanic land full of ash and sulfur. It blew up 300 years ago before the calamity, and its enemies have adapted to live under harsh conditions. The kid acquires a fire bellows, which can burn not only dead plant life, but also living enemies. Rux mentions that there were some dark secrets uncovered in the cauldron, and it seems finding fire only brought about more destruction. But they fought on because, as he says, when they looked down into the cauldron, they saw the heart of the world, a fire extinguished by the calamity. They were driven by their desire, but the kid found his shard and made his way out of the cauldron. Stink Eyes line the escape route and make him fight his way out of there. Um, yeah, so I mean, we talked about the fire bellows. We talked about that area, like it's very, a lot of the gas is there. Um, but yeah, this is where, and I like the way well, I go into it a bit more with the next level as well. But just the way that Rux, as the narrator, reflects upon like the way the world used to be. It's getting to be a bit more cynical. It's getting to be more um dark, like, oh, we traveled to this land and we saw we saw what could be, but then the calamity took it from us. And it's just like there's a lot more uh darkness in the way that he's narrating.
Yeah, and also I forgot the exact line, but it's the way it's when when the kid gets back to the Bastion after from the cauldron.
Mhm.
Like it's a little one off line by Rux, but it is executed really well, and it's very much it very much is in the like what you're saying what you're saying with the not the growing like the shifting view of things.
Yeah. As I'm thinking about it right now, I think I know what you're talking about. It might be in the next level though, and I think I did write it down. So I think I'll touch upon what you're saying. Um, but Then at the cauldron, we found a pecker nest, which brings a pecker to the Bastion, and with it, a pet sitter trophy. Did you get this? I mean, you must have
I
if you
don't know.
had all the people. Because you had an ankle gator, a squirt, and a pecker, correct?
Yeah,
Okay. Then you probably did if
I
you're
d-
on PlayStation.
I don't know. I'm on PS5. Like I don't know. I obviously I should have. I'm actually while you go on, I'm gonna check my PlayStation app.
Okay. Now it's off to Mount Zand. So, Mount Zand is hardly a mountain anymore. It's so overgrown and full of terrors, which Ruck says have built a bastion of their own here, on this slab of mountain that the Calamity forgot. The kid finds himself a galleon mortar, and I instantly hate using it. Back to my
Oh,
pistols and hammer.
I love the mortar. Like I I am so much like I'm so into using that weapon.
Really?
Yeah, because it's actually it's a little bit it's a bit ironic. Like it's considering I had like just like comparing it to stuff like MLB The Show, where like games where I have terrible timing.
Hmm.
Yet this weapon requires really good timing, and
Yeah.
the boss fight that like the boss fight in the in the area that mortar saved me
Okay. Really?
because my god was that mad.
When the things were falling from the sky?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, the the two the two giant blue things.
Yes.
Yeah, at a
The
certain
big,
point
like, mouths.
yeah, I was chucking grenades in there. At a certain point I shouldn't have done this because the real world implications are just so much worse. I literally ran up to ran up as like much like, as close I could without getting damaged, and just basically just shot the mortar at it.
Nice.
I don't know if again going with the changing tone or changing view slash tone of things with
Mhm.
at least with the narrator because of all the because of all the horrors of things like in the calamity. Like again, I have no idea how this game is going to wrap up. For all I know, it could also it could eventually like it could have a Fallout One situation where it's like the main group has been so much like they reject where like in Fallout One when you destroy the vats and kill the master. Sorry, folks. Spoilers for a almost 30
Damn
year old
you.
game.
Damn
Um,
you.
like when they hear when the Vault Dweller returns to Vault 13, no matter what happens, he or if you're playing as as a woman, um, like you're exiled because the actions that you've done, the things you've seen, the things you everything, the entire time on like in the wasteland changes the character or changes the player and the character in such a way that it horrifies or not it horrifies the overseer because he becomes such a quote unquote badass. At all all the kids will want to grow up to be like the Vault Dweller, and it's a crisis of do we lose and and like the overseer says it like either the Vault Dweller gets exiled and can never return, or the Vault Dweller stays and things go south and a whole generation of lives are lost.
And this is the first Fallout?
That is the first Fallout, yes.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's also just it's yes. There's a reason it's my favorite video game of all time. Like, yeah. Uh I have a feel. I. It's weird that I'm feeling this way towards Bastion, like in terms of I'm having all these different like theories about how it's going to wrap up. I didn't have anything like this with Oxenfree, which just feels weird because
I mean, you didn't like Oxenfree. It's just
oh no, I loved Oxenfree.
yeah, it's just like I don't know, just the way that the storytelling makes you think differently.
Yeah, certain games hit differently and make you feel and think differently.
Yeah. Thus is the art of the video game. But yeah, to round out the Mount Zand here, because we're going long with this one here. So we found the mortar, and then yeah, so Rux reassures us that the Bastion living is everyone's gain, not just ours. I must say his narration here feels full of a lot of vengeance and contempt, talk of putting down the baddies for their own good. Apparently, our enemies have also been searching for cores and shards like us and gathering their survivors. At the end of this road, a boss fight ensues. Rux says again that, and I think this is the quote that you were thinking, but maybe I'm wrong, we'll all be better off once the Bastion's complete. We find a gramophone on Mount Zand, and it brings some lively music to the camp. Next, it's off to Burstone Quarry for the final shard, but first we must sample Zia's cooking for another dream level in who knows where. That's
At
the end
least
of my
for you.
synopsis there. At least for me, yeah. You can't do it. But
Yeah, because I was like, I have no idea. I'm literally just booting up the game as we speak. And you're like, okay, don't do it.
you might be able to because you had the pot, but yeah, so like the way that Rex is talking, like I said, a lot of contempt, a lot of vengeance. Like he describes the enemies for the first time ever as being similar to us. Like they're not just these mindless. I mean, they've never been mindless. He's always given the enemies names and qualities, but now it's like they're a society
Plural.
too. What's that?
It's enemies plural, and
Right.
not simply one person, one or two people.
Yeah, no, they're like a society of these enemies, and they're having a parallel story to us, and he's like, we can't let them win, but at the same time he's got like this, you know, dare I say fascist way of speaking where he's like
No, can't say that. Can't say that. I don't want to get arrested. I want to get arrested.
I'm talking about
Our country,
Rux.
'tis of thee.
Everybody.
Our God is an awesome God.
Oh, he's talking like with a lot of I don't even know. I don't I've lost it all. That was
You lost.
that was the best tangent you've been on. Oh man. But yeah, it's getting dark. It's the game is definitely getting dark, and it made me realize, like, are we actually on the good side? You know, are we? When he's saying things like they don't know it yet, but we're doing this for the greater good. This is for everyone's well-being. And he said he has some line where he's like, it's hard to get that into their heads when they are shooting at you or they don't have much of a brain, but you know, our Bastion being saved is not just for us, it's also for them. And that sounds lovely, but the way that he said it made it feel like, I don't know, like maybe this isn't
Yeah,
really gonna end.
Yeah, is this gonna be an Iron Legend situation?
Exactly. So it's, I mean, maybe
When I
this
say
is
that, I mean
where
the book, not the movie.
maybe this is where the two endings or more endings will come in, where it's like you can stick with healing the Bastion, or you can, I don't know, maybe go with Zulf and let the calamity take its course because it's not actually for the greater good. I don't know, but I like that we're finally getting this feeling that our what we're doing, not that we're making choices, but what we're doing has a ruinous course that we're on. And yeah, I'm just excited for the rest of it. But that has been Bastion, part 3. And that has been the Indie Book Club. Thank you for joining me, Alan.
No problem.
I'm glad it worked out.
I
I'm glad
feel much shame. Much shame.
for your output as well. Or for what reason?
Actually, no. I've actually like my output this year compared to last year. So much more. I did so much more this year. But the thing is,
Oh, nice.
that's not really something to be proud of.
Sure, it is. You're on the up and up.
Eh.
It's just your power levels are increasing.
Yeah, eventually I'll hit the burst limit.
Yeah. The bubble will burst and VGU will topple. Our regime will topple. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. You can find all of our other things on the podcast feed, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can subscribe to our channel and find other things there. And yeah, we will see you for the finale in our next episode. So I'm not even going to tell you a thing to play to. Just play that damn game till the tape runs out. And we will see you in the next one. Adios.